of arranging and cutting up video footage to tell a story and convey a message effectively. So like I said, if your storytelling skills is poor, right, there's no how the video is going to come out nice when you edit it. So you see a lot of people like creators that do vlogs. I do vlogs myself. So whenever you are shooting vlogs, right, before you even edit the vlog, you already know the pattern and the way you are heading towards the video. So you want to make sure that the video that you are editing, you already have like a backstory. You're not narrating what the audience is already saying. You are asking them like questions, like you are carrying them along in your vlog. You're going to ask them a lot of questions. You just put something there that will make them, go along with what you are saying. So we also have common misconceptions about video editing. Like I mentioned earlier, they think it's all about cutting and pasting clips. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that at all. And that is what makes me stand out in my field, because there are a lot of creators, there are a lot of video editors out there, but the way you tell your story, right, the way you do the editing, that is what matters the most. And also we have daily presence. Like I said, we have many video editors out there, we have many content creators out there on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. They are everywhere. If you just go to TikTok today and search for Instagram video editor, right, you're going to see a lot of editors. But what makes you stand out is your storytelling. What makes you stand out is how you present yourself. I present myself as an expert in the field, right? And that is how, people are also going to look at you. If you don't edit the way you want to be presented, your video is not going to fly. So, and most especially, let me give you a backstory on myself. 2023, right? Contrary to what people don't know yet, I am actually a graduate of computer science. And, after graduating in computer science, I worked for a bit. I worked while in school as well. I worked as a front-end developer. And, at some point, I was like, I am just doing this 9 to 5. I don't really enjoy it. And, I was like, okay, let me pick up a skill, right? And also in my 9 to 5, I picked up being the video editor and also the content creator for the brand. And I was like, this is something I can actually turn into a skill. This is something I can turn into something I can use as a side job, right? And make money from it. So I was like, oh, let me kukuma do my video editing as well as front end. But at some point I was not, doing it very well. So I had to leave one for one. And that's how I came into the video editing space. Now, I am a self-taught video editor, right? I'm not saying I did not watch some videos later, but in the beginning, I did what I could. But that's also some mistake that people make. If you feel like you can do it on your own, right, you are not going to go anywhere. You are going to need help. You're going to ask people for help. You don't just stay on your own and say, oh, I can figure it all out alone. But no, it doesn't work that way. At some point, you need to take extra lessons. You have to keep moving. Like I said earlier, in this creative space, it keeps evolving every single time. You see people transitioning from maybe a particular content to a particular content. It's not because they don't like the content that you were making before, but they decide to improve on that particular content because, the way the world is moving, you also have to move with it. You can't be left behind. So that is why I was like, it's not as if front-end development job, it does not end, it earns a lot of money. But then if you don't enjoy it, there's no point in doing it. So when you are choosing video editing as a skill and also a career, right, you want to make sure that this is something that you like. This is something that, in the long run, even if the money is not coming as expected, it is still something you love. It is something that you are passionate about. And that is what made me and still kept me in the field up till now. So I'm just using this as, as an avenue to talk to somebody out there that don't just learn a particular skill because you want to learn it. Learn it because you love it. Learn it because you have passion for it. You want to make sure that it is something that, you willingly want to do by yourself and not just because somebody else is doing it or they're making a lot of money from it. That's why you want to do it. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. It doesn't work that way. Even if with the money can be your goal, right? But also make sure you love it in the process. You want to make sure that this is something that you are really into. This is something that if they wake you up today, Tenny, wake up, come and edit this thing for me. You are ready to do it. You are willing to do it. So the passion has to be there before, the making of the money aspect. Now, there are different types of editing roles, editing niches that you can focus on. Now we have something we call short form content, we have something we call long form content, we have event editing, and we have corporate editing. Now, what is short form content? You see those videos, all those videos you see on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts, not YouTube videos, YouTube Shorts. Those three types of content, they are called short form content. Any video that lasts from 15 to 90 seconds is a short form content. And we have video editors that majorly focus on that. I myself focus on short form content videos for my clients. Not that I don't also know how to edit long form content, but this is the part of video editing that I take more interest and passion in. So if you are taking video editing as a skill and as a career, you want to make sure that you know the particular niche you want to focus on in video editing. Because most people, when they hear video editing, they are just like, maybe just to edit videos. No, there are different types of contents, there are different types of videos that you are going to learn how to edit. You can be an all-rounder, right? But you have to at least be extremely good at one. You can't just be jumping from short form to long form, then to events and to corporate. It doesn't work that way. So you have to choose, okay, this is the one I want to majorly focus on. That way, once you focus more on short form content, right, your clients, the people that will reach out to you, would majorly know that, okay, my go-to person for this type of content is Tenny. Okay, my go-to content for this type of content is Esther. That is how to do something. So these short form content, right, they are also like, they are very, I won't say they are easy, right? Because you evolve, with time. You have to make your edits better, right? There are some people that like clean, minimalistic edits. So there are some also content creators, video editors that, they are always extra with their editing videos, right? So all those people that are extra with their editing videos, right? You don't see people that like clean, minimalistic editing videos to go to them, right? So if what they are seeing on your page is maybe your text is flying here, another text is flying here, you might not be their target, like video editor. But once they see this type of content on your page and they see also this one on your page, they say, okay, I think she knows like a blend of both. Okay, let's go with this person because she'll be a perfect fit. So, but if you want to focus more on one content, feel free to do so. So that is it on short form content. So we also have long form content. That is majorly YouTube videos, majorly you see all these influencers like Diana Energy, right? Priscilla, all those top influencers, they have YouTube channels, and you see they have long vlogs like 30 minutes or 25 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on what. All these podcast videos, we have all these interview videos like the Barbies, them kind of channel, like there are specific editors for those type of content. So if that is something that you are interested in, then you make it known on your page, right? First of all, if it is not on your page, you are not doing it. If it is not on your page, you are not doing it. It's not mouth that you're going to use to go and fetch clients. Nobody is on the streets looking for video editors. Everybody is online. So you want to make sure that whatever you are trying to achieve, whatever you are posting, whatever you are doing, it is on your page. So if it is long form content that you want to focus on, you can always have like maybe intro, like YouTube intro videos, like as snippets of YouTube intro videos, because you can't pack all the you can't put the entire YouTube video on TikTok and Instagram. So you have to put like snippets. So you always indicate it in your page. Oh, this is the type of content I'm into. This is the type of content I want to edit. Also, we have event editing. Now, these people, they are the goats because the work is really stressful. You see some mobile videographers that also do event editing. So you see for weddings, for parties, for events, right? Then they have to, some people go video, then come back home and still edit it. It's quite a lot of work. But if it is something that you are interested in, then you can go for it. So we also have like corporate and promotional like video editing videos, like for a brand, right? You can be their creative director and also their video editor. Now, when it comes to maybe shooting like a promotional video for them, like it's an ad or, different types of stuff, then you can go for it. Now, if I want to mention something under video editing, right, we have different types of, we have animations, we have motion graphics, we have a lot of stuff. All those stuff are also categorized under video editing. But you're the one that has to branch out and say, okay, which one do I want to focus on? You can't know everything. So you have to know, okay, this is the one I want to focus on. This is the particular one I want to be doing. Please let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me very well, let me know in the Telegram channel. Let me use my phone to check. If you can hear me, and
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you well.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, so as I was saying, we also have like essential skills that are needed for video editing. Now, you can't learn it alone. Oh, I'm a bit fast. I'm so sorry. I talk really fast, and but I will try to slow down. I'll try to slow down. I talk really, really fast. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. Okay. So what I was saying earlier, let me recap. What I was saying earlier was I'm talking about, specific types of video editors and also the types of content that we have as video editors. We have different branches of video editors. We have short form content, we have long form content, we have event editing, we have corporate editing. Short form content majorly focuses on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Now, if you want to edit majorly for those types of apps, right, your video is not going to be more than 90 seconds. So from 15 to 90 seconds, that's the type of content you'll be editing. Now, majorly like business owners, personal branding, like all those people that used to have like just maybe they're doing fashion content, most of them they are on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. So if those are the types of contents you want to focus on, then you focus on and make it known on your page that is the type of content you want to be managing. That's the type of content you want to be putting out there. That's the type of videos you want to be editing for clients. Then we also have long form content. Now, for long form content, we have YouTube editors. Now, majorly those ones focus on podcasts, vlogs like I made mention of Diana Energy. She's a popular influencer, so she makes vlogs on YouTube. So, and they are always like 25, 30 minutes, 35, and they are always like really good, videos. So if that is the type of content you want to also make, right, then you can also go for it. And then we also have event editing. Now, for event editing, those ones are majorly for birthdays, parties, events, weddings, those types of events. There are some videographers that still go after shooting physically, they still come and edit at home. I also sometimes do mobile videography, but that's not what I focus on. But if someone personal comes to me and say, "Oh, please, could you cover this event for me?" I can, but I don't focus on it. I can do it, but I don't focus on it. There are a few clips on my page of covering an event, but I don't focus on it. So, but I focus more on short form content and sometimes long form content. So I was saying that any one of this you can do, right? I'm not sure if you might want to ask me like which one pays more, like right? But I would say, let me just give you a tip. The one that most people do, right, is short form content, and that's where I'm going to leave that. So if you take it as anyone you want to believe in, you can do it. But I majorly focus on short form content because a lot of people right now, they can shoot content but they can't edit it, so they are looking for video editors. Hence why many people are doing short form content. So then we also have corporate ads video. I was saying for corporate ads, we have maybe you want to do a promotional video, you want to run like you are creating that you are maybe the client, they did like a promotional video for their brand and they are giving it to you to edit. So we also have particular video editors that focus more on those types of content. Then I was also saying under video editing in general, we have people that are motion graphic designers, we have animation, we have those types of editors. Now, all those types of editors do not do this short form content, they don't do this long form content, they just major on animations, they major on all these. I'm sure you know what animations are, motion graphics. That is what they do, and it's a really, really good field, right? I don't focus on it yet, but I'm still thinking of branching out to do that. But it's also a very, very good field that one can also work on. So I hope that was like slow enough, and if I can continue that way to do it. So Kalu Mbastela, I hope that was like fine enough with you. Also, we have essential skills for video editing. So I was saying you can't do video editing if you don't have the tools. And I always tell people, most especially my students, I tell them you have to invest in something. You can't just pay for a class and expect that to work for you. You have to practice along with the class. So even if you have a mentor, even if you are watching a tutorial, even if you have videos, you have to be investing in a particular software. Now, for basic phone editing apps, contrary to what we all believe, that not we all, like most people believe, right? They believe if you don't have a laptop, you cannot edit. That's not possible. That's not possible. You said you can't see my slide. Can you see my slide now? Sorry. Can you see my slide now? All
Yes, I
right.
can still see it from my end.
Okay, okay. Maybe Bright should log out and log in back. Thank you. Okay, so I was saying you can't just stay and say, okay, because I don't have a laptop, I'm not going to learn editing. No, it doesn't work that way. You don't have to have a fancy gadget. In fact, you can use your Android to edit your videos. You don't need any laptop, you don't need anything, you don't need an iPad, you just need your phone. So, and life has made it so easy that we now have CapCut. And although they are moving mad these days because of the pricing and stuff like that, but then people will still use CapCut because that is one of the best editing apps that has ever come into existence. So CapCut, I use CapCut, right, for my phone editing. It is very, very good, right? In fact, over good said the worry am. So it is very, very good. So you can, invest in CapCut. I have a video on the different prices and which to get, whether it is standard, pro, or teams, because they've divided those prices into three, and they now have different subscriptions. So I have a video on my page. If I'm permitted to do that, am I permitted to do that, Esther? Esther. Okay, so but if you are willing to check on my page, I have a video on
Yes, go
um
ahead. So
all right,
sorry,
you're welcome.
the network was a bit down at my end.
Okay,
You
okay.
you are
Okay, thank you. So I said if you want to check like which particular um pricing to go for, if it is CapCut, if it is sorry, if it is Pro Teams or Teams, Pro, standard, or teams, any one of those three that you have to go for. And if you want to go for monthly or yearly or all that stuff, then you can go into my page and you see a video on it. So aside from CapCut, if you cannot afford CapCut, I also have a video on my page listing out some of the videos, some of the tools that are close to CapCut, and they have some of the features that CapCut have, right? And some are free, some are paid, some are not as expensive as CapCut. I have them listed and broken down on my page, so you can go. So some people don't use only CapCut. Some people use InShot or VN, and that's why it's in my slide. So I use VN sometimes, right? Before CapCut came, there was VN, there was InShot. So those apps, they are also really good, but not as good as CapCut, but they are fair. So if you're a beginner, right, and you cannot afford CapCut, even if you don't have the money, like I said, you have to invest in yourself. You still have to use something. So use InShot, use VN, use whatever it is necessary for you to, start your journey. Then we also have desktop softwares like Adobe Premiere Pro, we have Final Cut Pro, we have DaVinci Resolve, we have After Effects. We have a lot of desktop version editing softwares. So Final Cut Pro, I think they have like a lifetime access. So even if you don't want to use your phone to edit, right, and you don't want to pay monthly, so you can pay Final Cut Pro once, and it's a lifetime access. Now, after getting the editing app, now there are some things you need to understand when you are doing video editing. I wish this class was like more elaborate, like free, like time like wise, like I had the time to like explain in detail, but I will try my best. So I wanted to tell you that there are a lot of things that needs to be put into consideration even when you are editing, right? We have understanding pacing and transition. There are a lot of videos out there, like when you put your content out there, the pacing, what do I mean by pacing? The how do I put this space, like when you are shooting your video, for instance, a talking head video, you're facing the camera and you're speaking, and then you forget your line, and then you leave a little bit of space. Some people don't just cut out, they don't cut out those parts. And those little errors, those little mistakes can actually throw your video in the bin. Because when people see those kind of videos, they're like, this one doesn't know how to edit this video. This one is not professional. So you need to make sure that you understand clearly what pacing and transition is. Some people, they know how to use transitions, but then they overuse it. overusing transitions in your videos will make it like overstimulating and automatically trash. So there are times when not to use transitions, and there are times where to use transitions. It's not every time you need to be putting fire or blurry or something, like just everywhere. It can make your video look very, very tacky. So understanding pacing and transition is equally very, very important. Now, after understanding how to cut up your videos, which is this same pacing I'm talking about, after cutting after knowing how to cut your videos, then sound design. Sound design on its own is a course. It is, in fact, a really wide and broad course, because we have different types of sound design. Like, and what do I mean by sound design? You see all those background music that you see, or for instance, make use of DJ. So they have, when DJ is playing music in a club, for instance, then they have different sounds that enters another sound. Like, they don't stop the music, they just enter into another sound. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So those types of videos, right, all those types of songs, rather, they are majorly sound design. So if your video is boring, right, you have to be able to use sound design to bring your audience back. In aspect of video editing, I said your videos have to be shot properly before you can even edit them. So in terms of shooting your videos, right, you have to make sure that you are using what we call hook body and CTA. So the hook is from the jump, from the first 3 seconds of your video. Your audience, you have to catch your audience's attention. You have to catch your audience's attention because what do they call it? The retention rates on your video is going to be very, very low if you don't have something like that will make your audience stay. So you have to have something from the beginning of your video that will make your audience, want to watch till the end. And the more audience watch to the end, the more Instagram, TikTok, or whatever platform you're posting on will push your video out. So you want to make sure that from the jump, you have something that is very engaging. It could be the use of text. It could be use of this sound design I'm talking about, like something very funny. It could be something. It could be even your facial expression in the video. It could be something that will just make your audience, pay like rapt attention from the beginning to the end. So we also have color grading. Now, this is where most people miss it. It's not about just slamming filters and increasing the saturation. No, that is not how to color grade. In fact, I tell people, if you don't know how to color grade, leave it plain like that than color grading. What is color grading? I know some of us don't know what color grading is. Color grading is basically like adding vibrant colors to your video to make it more sharp, to make it more interesting to watch. So there are a lot of videos. I don't know. Let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about through my phone here. Can you see my screen? My phone screen. Can you see my phone screen? Okay. So I wanted to show you like a video on TikTok on my own page that I mean by color grading. Okay, this is color grading here. So basically adding colors to your video, right, would make the video vibrant and interesting to watch.
Yes, you can see it.
All right, thank you. So it makes the video like vibrant and interesting
Yes,
to watch.
we can see it.
Okay, yeah, I know you can see. Thank you. Okay, so but like I said, color grading, adds. You have to adjust the color, the mood, the tone of your video. You can't have a sad video and then start increasing the saturation and making the video all happy. No, your color grading, in fact, is already a storytelling on its own. It's already a storytelling on its own. So if you are going for something like, okay, for instance, in that video that I showed you right now, if I did not make like a voiceover and I just wanted to add a background music, the color grading already tells the story I'm trying to portray, and even the sound I used already, pushes out the storytelling of the video. So you want to make sure that all these things matter when you are editing. Color grading, the understanding pacing and transition, and sound design. That is after you have chosen the software that you want to use. Okay, so Now back to, okay, how do you learn and learn without getting overwhelmed? We have all these things to our disposal. We don't just know how to go about it. Now, there are a lot of YouTube channels that are dedicated to video editing, a lot of them. We have Jay's Edit. We have a lot of I can't remember some right now. Like I said before, I'm self-taught, but I do watch videos from time to time to know to stay ahead and also keep myself in the loop without being old-fashioned. So, but there are also YouTube channels that you can, go ahead, watch. In fact, just go to YouTube, type video editing 101. You are going to see a lot of videos. Specify the tool that you have interest in. If it's CapCut, say video editing in CapCut 101. You're going to see tons of videos. And if you are not like the type that would like a video editing, maybe you are watching somebody, you don't understand what the person is doing, then you pay for courses, like online courses. Like I myself, I am a video editing coach, right? I take students online. I teach them how to edit in real time. I have a class ongoing now, but nobody can join anymore because registration has closed. But then, you look for editors that have like online classes that they are going to teach you live. You get to ask your questions. You get to say, okay, this is the part I'm confused. Oh, please go back and stuff. Also, I would never forget to always mention the fact that when I started video editing, I invested in myself by joining content creator challenges. I attended webinars. I attended a lot of stuff, even not relating to only video editing, content creation especially. I joined Victoria's masterclass. I won a lot of things from Victoria's masterclass. I joined Adeife's challenge. Contrary to what people believe about the lady, right? I joined the challenge and I won something from all the brands that sponsored her challenge. I won from all the brands. And this is not to brag, right? But this is to tell you how determined and how motivated I was to excel in this field. Because aside from winning the money from those challenges, I also gained exposure, right? So you want to make sure that at every avenue that you get to to put yourself out there, you are taking it. At every avenue, you are taking it. We have different online courses. We have different stuff that you can, delve into. There are a lot of stuff. Also practice. I keep saying it, even after doing online courses, watching videos, if you don't practice all the things that you have learned, you are going to forget it. You are going to forget everything. So it's better to, as you are watching, you are practicing. As you are watching, you are also on your phone. You open CapCut with the person. You're also checking it. So the more you are doing that, the more knowledge you are impacting into yourself, and the more you continue to put yourself out there. So also after practicing, right, you need to put it, like I said, you need to put it into practice. Record yourself at home. If you are the type that do not go out, you don't have where to go, record yourself at home. Do a morning routine. Do your skincare. If you are a guy, do a get ready with me. Do something. Just video something. Then put all the clips together in CapCut and see how you can do it on your own. Edit as if you are editing for a client. If you edit as if you are editing for yourself, you might not take it seriously. But edit as if you are getting paid to do that job. So by the time you do it constantly over and over again, I promise you, you will get better. I just started this stuff in January. I'm telling you, I just started this stuff in January, and I'm proud of myself to see how far I've become, because I took it seriously and I made sure I excelled in it. Do we understand? So this is to tell you that you have to practice all the time. You have to put yourself out there. You have to post on your page consistently. All these what do they call it now? There's a word they call it. You are trying to do body online, you don't want to show your face. It doesn't work like that. If you want to make money, you can't be shy. You can't be shy and broke. You have to choose one. Make money or make money or be broke. Put yourself out there, right, for people to see that this is what you are doing. Your friends and family will not patronize you. They would not. It is strangers that they don't know you from anywhere. Those are the people that will patronize you. So don't be shy, or they're like, my daddy is on TikTok, my mom is on TikTok, or my sister or my friend, they will laugh at me. It does not work that way. So you have to make sure that you are constantly putting yourself out there for people to know that this is what you are doing. You're not going to gain clients if you don't put yourself out there. So even after learning the skill for yourself as a passion, right, you definitely want to make money from it. So you need to actually put yourself out there, edit like you are editing for a client. learn this stuff, take courses, go to YouTube channels, practice. After practicing, you also look at video editors that you admire. I'm not saying steal their content, but you can gain one or two from them. Pick inspiration from people, replicate the edit, tag them when you replicate it. They are going to appreciate it. Tag them when you replicate it, and you pick up from there. Pitch yourself to people. When you find yourself in an event, like, or anywhere, if you are introducing yourself, you don't just say, "Hi, my name is Tenny. Hi, my name is Tenny, and I'm a professional video editor." That's how you do it. So you have to position yourself to be the expert. You can't just, well, I don't see clients. Well, let me hide myself. No, it does not work that way. If you do it like that, you're not going to see any clients. You just be editing your room. You're not see anything. So that's how it goes. So, like I said, how to turn this video editing skill into money. This is the part people don't know. This is what people don't understand. You can't just be editing without making money from it. Even if it is a passion, right? At some point, you need to make money. So like I said earlier, I was doing free front-end development. And after a while, I left front-end development and I decided to focus full-time on content creation and video editing. Now, how did I make money from it? How do I turn it into money? Number one is freelancing. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Don't be like me that I said I left my work and I started doing video editing. If you remember what I said while I was doing front-end development, I also was doing video editing on the side. And when I saw this is something I can make money from, then I quit that and majored solely on it. So if you're not eating, please don't try freelancing. If you don't have something that you can fall back onto, don't try freelancing. In a month, you can make 1 million naira, and in the next 2 months, you cannot see it's possible. So that is how freelancing works. That's how freelancing works. So it's not something that comes all the time, but when it does come, it's really good. So if you are the type that you are solely majoring only on freelancing, make sure you want to have something to fall back on. I'm not saying you will fail in the field, but always have a backup plan. I'm not saying don't take risks. People do take risks, especially when it comes to quitting their job. But make sure by the time you quit your job, you have something to fall back on if things go sideways, right? So you don't go into it blindly. So you have freelance video editing. And how do you start getting clients from freelancing? You apply, pitch yourself, like I said. You can pitch yourself to people. You can pitch yourself to creators. What I mean by pitching yourself to creators, I'm not talking about creators in your caliber. I'm talking about big creators, like not big that will not respond to your DM, but big creators that will need your service. Now, before pitching to them, remember what I said, you have to have a portfolio. You have to have it on your page that this is what you are doing. So even if they see your message, if they check your profile, they are seeing what you are doing. They are seeing that, oh, this person is actually good at what she does. So they would not ignore you. So you have to make sure that you already know this skill. You're already posting it on your page. You already have a portfolio. You can make your portfolio yourself. You can go to Canva. You can make a portfolio yourself. Portfolio is just basically, it comprises of all the work you've done for people, right? Or even for yourself. You can even add the videos you've done for yourself in your portfolio. That's why I said, if you are editing, you edit like you are editing for a client. So when they even see the video, they'll be like, oh, I want this video to be done like the way you did your own video. That's how sometimes I get clients, because they're like, oh, your video is very clean, it's very nice. Can you help me to do mine this way? And you charge them for it, and that's how you make money. So also, like I said, you also work with creators. You can collaborate with content creators. For instance, maybe now I'm talking about people in your field, right? People in your own niche. Now you can work together with a particular creator and then edit the video. Collaborating really helps a lot when it comes to growing on your platform. Of course, that's not my area of specialization, but then I noticed that whenever you collaborate with creators, you tend to get more views. So you can collaborate with creators, edit the video, right? And then, put it that you edited the video on your page. So that's another way to make money from this. So also building a portfolio, offer your value and showcase your best work. Let it be on your page. Have it in your bio. Write it there that you are a video editor. Write it there that this is what you focus on. It is very, very, very important. And it has really helped me in this journey of becoming a video editor. Also, we have editing for businesses. We have certain like business owners, right? Their own is to just make money. They don't care about content. They don't care about editing content. They just want to make money. They just want to sell it, right? Some also know how to create content, but they don't know how to edit that content, and that's where you come in, right? You want to make sure that you position yourself in the place where they can reach you and they can contact you. Oh, please, I would like you to edit this for my business. You ask them, oh, do you have reference? That is another thing, asking for reference, so that when you see the video, you first see what they want before you start charging them. If they give you edits that is very complicated, then you know how to hitch up your price. You don't quickly send your rates just like that. You ask them to provide a reference, ask them to provide how long is the clip going to be. I have had a client that sent me 300 videos and wanted to turn it and asked me to turn it to a 1 minute vlog. You can imagine how stressful that would be for me. And I did not know, because it was in my early days as a video editor. So I was just excited to get the job until I started cutting the clips. Then I realized this is hard work. So you want to make sure that you know how many clips the client wants to give you, how many what's it called, what's the reference video, right? Because definitely they will have idea of how they want the video to go, right? And if they don't have idea of how the video wants to go, then you can make suggestions. Just make sure that the suggestions that you are making, it also tallies with the price that you'll be charging. So once somebody contacts you for video editing service, you don't just quickly send them your rate card. You ask questions. This is very, 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 very important. Asking questions. You ask, okay, if you give me this reference video now, this is what you even explain to the client. Make the client know what exactly they want. Maybe make their sorry, I'm about to speak with you, but they should be able to know what they are expecting from the video once you edit it, right? Then also charging for your skill. Like I said, in my own early days, right, I started freelancing, right? I have not particularly worked like in a company as a video editor, like per se, but I also have like a job that I go once in a week, that I'll just help them then come back home, edit the video just once a week. So that kind of content, right? And that kind of video editing business, you can also go for it. You can look for brands that are looking for video editors that will just come like once in a week, shoot content for them, go back home, edit it yourself. But just make sure that you are charging good money for it. So in my own early days, right, if I would say, let me think, the first job I actually collected, right, in this video editing business, I actually collected 100,000 naira. That was the first editing business I actually did. That was the first video I edited. I edited for 100,000 naira. So that's to tell you, like, I positioned myself as an expert in my work. So even if I did not know what I was going to do, right, but the way I would say in my video that my name is Tenny, I'm a professional video editor, they have come to like think and they've put it in their mind that for this girl to charge 100,000 naira, that means our work has to be very good. And that's what we are all about. Do we understand? Are we understanding it? Do you need like clarification on anything before I proceed? Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that. So, so you cannot be shy, I'm broke. Please explain what exactly, please. What exactly should I explain? The last part. The last part. Okay, that was it. The part where I said, what was the last part? Sorry, I can't recall. Okay, so I said for my first job, the work I collected, I charged 100,000 naira, and it was I think it was a 2 minutes video. It was for YouTube. It was a 2 minutes, like an introduction video for YouTube, and I charged 100,000 naira. Why? Because I positioned myself as an expert in the field. If you go to my video, most especially my talking head videos where I'm talking about content creation or I'm talking about video editing, I start by saying, hi, my name is Tenny and I'm a professional video editor. And that sticked with my audience. That sticked with my audience that, oh, this girl is making money, right? And this girl, for her to charge 100,000 naira, that means her work has to be very good. So why I charge 100,000 was to actually to challenge myself that will this person actually pay 100,000 naira for 2 minutes video? So when the client paid, I myself, I was shocked. I was like, okay, okay, we are not playing here. So you don't need to be scared to charge people so far you know the what you know what you know how to do. You know how to do it very well. Then you can start charging. I don't say after learning like beginner in CapCut, you now say that you want to go and charge 100K. I did not say that though. But like I said, you have to be like really good to be able to charge that amount and know that you are going to deliver. You are going to deliver something worth that 100,000 naira. So I am actually proud to say is that my first job in video editing is 100,000 naira. I did not collect anything less than that as a beginner. So yes, there is money in video editing. There is a lot of money in video editing. So we have different skill sets that will help you stand out in video editing. When it comes to terms of speed and delivery, there are some people that have lost, jobs. I mean, video editing jobs because of their delivery timing. If you know that yourself, you cannot deliver a particular project in 24 hours, you tell the clients from this beginning. Like I myself, in my rate card, I included a turnaround time for each of my pricing lists. So actually the list on my what do I call it now? On my rate card, the list price there right now is 50K. Why? Because like I said, we have short form content. So we have 15K to 90 seconds, 15 seconds to 90 seconds. That's 15 seconds videos to 1 minute, 30 seconds. So from 2 minutes to 30 to, is it 30 or 15? I can't recall right now. It's 100K. So you see why I said I charge 100K for my rate is the same from the beginning. I've not changed it yet, but I'm looking to upgrade it. So 15 seconds to 90 seconds is 50,000 naira. So, and under that, I would include it there that, your video should not take me more than 24 hours. So you should know within yourself that, okay, will I be able to deliver this client's work? And, when you do that, you are able to retain that client. Now, I'm not saying don't have multiple clients, but you want to have a retainer client. You want to have somebody that, I'm not saying you rely on the person, but then you are sure that after you've done a particular job for that person, the person will come back. The person will come back and do more videos from you. And they are paying you per video, not monthly. Retainer, they are paying you per video. So you want to make sure that you are chasing those types of clients. You are chasing those types of clients that, after delivering their work, after doing it really well, then they come back. That is what you should run after. Do not run after one-time clients, because that will not sustain you in the long run. So you want to make sure you are chasing after retainer clients that you are their go-to editor, no matter, even if it is a 10-second video that they want to edit, they are coming to you. Those are the types of clients you want to chase after. And you're going to find them in Upwork, in Fiverr, and also, TikTok, Instagram, right? And through referral. That's it. And I believe that when you get your first clients, when you get your first, second, third clients, from there is upward. You are going to get many referrals. I can guarantee you that so far your work is good. You are going to get referrals. You are going to get people that would come to you. Somebody so and person referred you. Please, I want to edit this video. This is my reference. That's how it goes. And I promise you, I can guarantee you that one. If you are able to edit 2-3 videos for somebody, you are going to get referrals. So also when you are editing, right? Editing for a client, aside from the speed and delivery, right? You want to follow trends. Some of these are clients, they like, paparazzi, they like all those aesthetically stuff. Just know that you have a creative mind. You have to be creative to become a video editor. Make research. Check out people that are also doing something as you are doing. Check them out. Don't steal from them, but you can grab 1 or 2 inspiration. Aesthetics, you are there. Storytelling, you are there. Speed and delivery, you are there. There's no how the clients will not come back. So you want to make sure that, their storytelling, their speed, you are fast with their work, and you are communicating well. Some clients are very, very, very frustrating. I'm not going to lie. They are very frustrating. And, there are times where you cannot you just don't have that patience. But to be a video editor, you have to be very patient. You have to be very, very patient. Because imagine after editing a video, a client will come and tell you that, please, can you change the background music? You see how stressful that would be, because you have to start, all over again. And I don't know if we have any sole video editor in the house like that to do video editing for work. But you know that if a client asks you to change the background music of a song when you have finished editing the video. Just know that you are going to restart the video, because most of the time, most of us choose the particular music, then edit the video to that music. So you have to make sure that you communicate better with the client from the beginning. You also charge for your time. If the client tells you from the beginning that, oh, I want a 15 to 30 seconds video, right? You make sure you ask questions. You say, when you, oh my God. Sorry, let me find, okay, my charger is here. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm saying you have to communicate with the clients. You have to ask questions. You have to ask that, okay, the video that you are trying to edit for them, is it going to go like this? Is it going to go like this? These are the questions that you should always ask before you even accept money from them. Because you ask them also, is this the background music you want? So when they confirm it, you take a screenshot. They move mad. They say that they want to change the background. You say, but you said this is what you want. So if after that they still decide to change, you tell them that you're going to charge extra for it. You understand? So you also make money that way. So you don't just allow them to use you anyhow. Make sure that you know what you want and you know what you stand for, right? And also you have to be adaptive to trends and other platforms, right? There are a lot of places you can get inspiration from. You can get inspiration from Pinterest. You can get inspiration from creators like yourself. You can get inspiration from TikTok self. If you're just scrolling and you see like a particular content that you like, you can study the flow of content. You can study how the person did this. So why did this person do this? If you cannot figure it out, you go to ChatGPT. You go to ChatGPT, you ask questions. These are like skill sets that are important for you to stand out as a video editor, as a professional video editor. So in doing all of this, you are guaranteed to have a client or clients that will stay with you and will always come back to you for more. Now, to the question that all of us are always asking, even after I have said my what do I call it, my first job, and currently, I don't think I mentioned like currently how far I've gone, but then people ask, will editing make you money? Will video editing really actually give you any money? The answer is yes, and it can also be no. If you don't position yourself as an expert, you will not make money. You'll just be editing. But if you position yourself, right, and you put in all of the things I mentioned earlier, you will definitely make money. So video editing is a very high income skill because people are really recognizing video editing now, that if you don't edit your videos to be bam, people will not watch it. So everybody is like, where can I get a video editor? Okay, who can I learn from? I want to be editing my video for my business by myself. I want to edit my personal content by myself. Where do I learn it from? People are looking for all of that stuff. That is why I am a video editing coach. I am also a freelancer video editor. And if you want me to also come and do mobile videography for your event, I'm also there. So you see that you can't be on one spot. The way the world is moving, you have to advance. You also have to be moving with them. You have to be moving with them. You can't just stay in one place and expect clients to come and meet you there. You have to move like the way the time is moving. So video editing is a very high income skill that I would employ and advise you to do. You can do it. If it's for your phone, if it's on your laptop, you're going to be editing. Fine. I have mentioned the types of content that we have, the type of content that you can focus on. You choose whichever one you want. So also, we also have UGC campaigns, right? There are sometimes maybe you are not making money at the moment. Then you can add UGC to your videos. Let me show you an example of a UGC I did for PalmPay. Okay, this is for PalmPay. Do you ever just pause and ask yourself, where exactly is my money going? Because me, I blink and my balance disappears. But then I remember PalmPay has this transaction filter feature that shows everything I've been spending on airtime, electricity, data, and even TV subscriptions. And guess what? It's the daily data that has been dragging me. Well, at least now I know. And if you really want to take control of your money, use the transaction filter. It's giving accountability, it's giving adult time. Download PalmPay now and stay on top of your spending. No more money mysteries.
Do you ever just
So you want
pause and ask
make
yourself?
sure that even if you are not able to like fully stay in video editing skill, you can delve into doing UGC campaign. I also did campaigns for study place, for Nestud, for remote worker, for Circle Place, for Pampe, for Darling Hair Nigeria. There are a lot of brands that are looking for UGC creators that can also edit. Do you understand? So you can also delve into that, right? It's also something that people don't know. So not because you are claiming to be a video editor does not mean you can't equally work for brands. After working for them, shooting the video, editing it, you can add it to your portfolio. It's part of it. So when people hear that, I've edited for Pampe, I've worked for Pampe before, I did a video for Pampe, I did a video for Darling Hair Nigeria, I did a video for Study Place, I did a video for Nest, all those types of things. They are interested. They are like, oh wow, this person has actually, the person has experience. The person knows what he or she is doing. So that's the thing. So we also have like scalable opportunities, because right now, like I said, I also sell, like, I have a digital product where I teach people how to edit like a pro. So you can also sell courses. So if you are the type that you don't want to post it on your, like, if you still post it on your platform no matter what. So but after posting it on your platform, but you still want to scale it, then you can sell templates. You can offer classes. If it's Canva that you want to be good at, right? You can as well, go for Canva. ChatGPT is your friend. ChatGPT is your friend. Anything you need, like probably you are unsure of what content to create, how to go about it, even how to edit the video. ChatGPT is your friend. You can always go to ChatGPT, ask questions, to know what and how to go about it. Now, these are mistakes to avoid when you are editing your videos. Undervaluing your work. Undervaluing your work. There are some times where you look at your work and be like, am I sure that this work can give me money? Like this particular thing I have done now, how much do I want to charge for it? Is that down to all those types of things? Avoid it. Don't allow confusion to set in. Don't allow frustration to set in. Make sure that you are also charging your worth. Make sure you're also charging your worth. You that you know how good you are. You should be able to know that for your time, for the data you spent, for the time you and energy you burnt out, you should be able to charge this type of amount for your class. If you don't, there are different courses on business of video editing and business of content creation. So do well to go to YouTube. Look at videos there. Check what how to price your content, how to price your video editing skills. There are different platforms available for that. So you want to do all those stuff in order to avoid being burnt out, frustration, and all of that stuff. So we also have editing without storytelling. Like I said earlier, without good video, there's nothing you want to edit. So even in the process of you shooting your video, you already have a vision in mind. You already have your storyboard. You already have what you are going for. That, okay, once I shoot this video, let me shoot it from this angle so that this is how I want the beginning to be. This is how I want the video to end. You already have like a direction. You have to know how you want the video to start, where you want it to go, how you want it to end. That is how, to know how to edit a video. So you want to avoid editing without storytelling. It's not about just joining clips together. Editing is not like that. You have to know what you are doing before you start editing. You have to know the direction you are going to. Else you just keep on, you just join different types of edits together and you end up doing nonsense. So don't try to please everyone also. You have to focus on your own unique style of content. There is no how you are going to see my own content and you will not know that I'm the one that did it. There is no how. So you have to have like a unique style of content, right? If it's a particular font, if it's a particular template that you want to be using for your content, make sure that you are using it. You want to have your own text, right? Your own text color, your own, all of this is part of personal branding. Like when somebody sees your video, right, they already know that, oh, it is Tenny that did this video. Once they see your font, if they see the font, even without looking at the name in the video, even if they cannot remember your name, they will say, I know this person, she's a video editor. That is how you want yourself. That is how you want to be remembered. That is how to do personal branding. So you want to make sure that you have a unique style. You can't copy anybody. You have to be yourself. You have to be yourself. The way you are being yourself while shooting the content, you have to be yourself while editing too. You can't edit like one other person. That's why I said you pick inspiration, you don't copy. You pick inspiration, you don't copy. So after doing all of that, at the end of the day, if you're not putting yourself out there, All of this I'm just saying is nonsense. If you are not putting yourself out there, you need to put yourself out there. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. If you don't have a platform, if you already have a page that is not growing at all, start a new one. Start a new one. I promise you will not regret it. I started my Instagram account again, and I'm currently at 3,000 followers. It's not a lot, but then start again. That's it. If you know that maybe the page that you have is not growing, is not working well, start again. Nobody is going to flower you for that. Nobody is going to do anything to you if you start again. Start again. So if you're not putting yourself out there, if you're, like I said, I put myself out there by engaging in classes, taking Victoria's master class, taking Adeife's challenge. I joined a lot of things that would put me out there, that when they mention my name, if I'm somewhere and somebody comes up to me and they're like, oh, I know you from somewhere, I'll just say my name, I'm Tenithecreator. So they will know that, oh, this is this person that has been winning challenges in Adeife's challenge. Oh, this is the person that wants stuff in. Put yourself out there. So at every avenue you see to jump and put yourself in a room where people can help you or people can reach out to you, please do so for yourself. Also building visibility as an editor. Like I said, post your edits often, right? Show up with or without clients. This number 3 can be very, very, very hard. If you are just showing up sometimes and I don't get clients, it can be frustrating. But I can promise you, with time, you would definitely see results with time. So, but you have to keep showing up. If it's 3 times in a week that you want to show up for those 3 days. Show up and show up consistently. Post with vision. Post with like that you're already seeing clients. Post as if you're already seeing clients. Put faith in it while posting. So you need to show up with or without clients. You need to put yourself out there. So leverage community. Utilize your support system. If your friends are not posting your content for you, post it by yourself. Post it on Instagram, post it on TikTok, post it on your WhatsApp status. Put it everywhere that you don't know where help can come from. You don't know where your first clients will come from. You don't know. So, but just keep posting, keep putting yourself out there. And I promise you, you're going to see results. Now, for platforms, like I said, if you listen to me earlier today, I said, earlier in my session, I mentioned that I am a co-founder of a brand called Cofluencer. This is the spelling here. You can do well to go to cofluencer.com. It is a website where, as a creator, you are able to partner with brands, create content for them, edit for them, whatever you do, right? You are going to connect you to brands, and it's for free for now. We are yet to launch, right? But we are definitely launching in August. So make sure you are already registered before it becomes paid. I'm telling you, this is nothing of, like, this is the first of a kind. So, and you want to be part of it. You want to make sure that, even as you are creating, as you are editing, you want to put yourself out there, you are looking for avenues to see more clients, you register on the platform. And I can promise you, you would see results. Now, I have actually come to the end of today's session. I don't know if we have any questions, and also, anything. And also, I have some tips for you, as written in my slide here. You can always, start now. Post your first edit. I'm challenging all of you. Post your first edit this week, and tag me. Let me see what you have done. Tag me in your edits. And also, maybe you don't know what to edit. Maybe you don't have videos to create by yourself. You can edit for a friend. You can build like a mock-up project for yourself, or for like just edit as if you are editing for a client. And also use trendy sounds. This also help. Sometimes is the video that we don't put much effort on that skyrockets. I have a video on my page I created about a week ago, and it blew up. And what did I say in the video? I only put a caption and said, that Adekunle Gold song, that attention, if you are not spending money, go. So at the top of the video, I wrote a client asking me to edit 4 videos for them for 100K. So, and then I did the co, and the video had over 200K views on TikTok. So you don't know which content is going to go viral. That is why I said you have to keep putting yourself out there. Now, in terms of you using trending sounds, don't go out of character. You want to put something relating to what you are doing. So at the end of the day, even if people are going to reach out to you for a particular post that goes viral, they know that, okay, this is in the niche that the person is doing. Do we understand? Okay, so the brand is called Cofluencer. You said number 3 was skipped. No, I did not skip number 3. I said show up with or without your client. That means if you have build visibility. Number 3, build visibility. Which one is that? Sorry. Okay, building visibility as an editor. Okay, show up with or without clients. I mentioned it. I said you have to, keep on showing up, even if you have clients and even if you don't have clients. It's called Confluencer. This is it. I have sent it on the group. It's called Confluencer. So do we have any question? Okay, say hi, good evening. Please, I have a question. How can we get our audience hooked to watching our videos to the very end? I know a particular lady on IG, when she starts a video, she always say, take this mic and explain to me why. Then she states the problem of what she wants to talk about, then give a solution. Can we use, especially for storytelling, that can be like a branding to our audience, and when people hear it, they know, oh, is this person that is talking? Yes, you have to make sure. If you listen earlier in my session today, I mentioned a hook, body, and CTA. The hook is the jump. Is from the first 3 seconds of your video. You have to have something that will keep your audience hitched to the end of the video. I have a video on my page that I said, I know you are too broke to afford CapCut Pro. And that is why, no, I said, I know you are too broke to afford CapCut Pro. And me too, right? That is a hook. From the first 3 seconds, it looked as if I was insulting my audience. And unknowing to them, they've waited and they passed the 3 seconds mark. So you want to also make sure that you say something right. It could be a problem that you are stating in the first 3 seconds. Then you say the body, like the body of what you're trying to solve, and then you say the solution. Now the CTA can be, follow me for more tips like this. It can be, thank you so much for watching, I'll see you in my next video. It can be anything. So you just want to make sure that from the first 3 seconds, you have something to, you have from the jump, you have sorry, I'm distracted with the messages. And from the jump, you have sorry. From the jump, you have something to say. You have like a hook from the first 3 seconds that will keep your audience to the end. If you don't know what to say from the first 3 seconds, consult ChatGPT. I cannot emphasize on this enough. All you need to do is tell ChatGPT, this is what I want to talk about in my video, but I need a catchy intro, a catchy hook that will keep my audience hooked from the beginning of the video till the end. It will give you multiple options. You just need to pick from them. Do we understand? Okay, so the name of the website is Confluencer. It's called confluencer.com, right? You can go there to check. I can just go there. Let me see. Do we have any other question? Do you have any other question? Let me know. Let me know. Do you have any other question? Good evening. The UGC campaigns you did for those companies, was it the company that reached out to you, or you did it because your interest was aligned? No, I was reached out by those brands, and sometimes I do reach out myself. That's why I said you can't solely rely on people reaching out to you. You have to code. You have to code pitch. That is, you have to sometimes reach out to people by yourself. Yes, my name is Tenithecreator on both Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. That's my name. I'm Tenithecreator. It's together, by the way. So I reached out to them, some of them. For instance, I reached out to Darling here Nigeria. I reached out to Darling here Nigeria myself. Is there now an issue with CapCut about them? I've been trying to use your about them being able to use your video. Okay, so I was expecting this question actually. So from the thing that people were hearing when this news came out, it's false. Actually, it's false, because they cannot, not that they can't use your videos, but they can't use your videos if you don't upload it directly to their server. Do you understand? They can't use your video if you don't directly upload it to their server. They have something called upload to cloud. So if you upload it on their cloud, then yes. If you notice that when you uninstall your CapCut app, if you uninstall your CapCut app, you are going to be all your drafts is going to be deleted. So if you do not upload to their cloud, they cannot use your video for anything. So contrary to what people are saying, this is false. It's false. Even unknowing to yourself, we have other platforms that they are equally using your data without your permission. We have Snapchat. If you are using Snapchat, they have your data. WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, all of them, they have your data, but they cannot use your videos without your permission. Do we have any other questions? Okay, my number. Okay, I will send my number to you via private chats. I'm God's Power. What would you recommend for a starting beginner? What course or video? Mm. If you can watch a pre-recorded live video, you can reach out to me. You can pay for my own course, and you can watch, my live tutorial with my students. I am currently ongoing a class, so if you know that you can meet up with the class, right? Tomorrow is day 4. We have 6 classes. Tomorrow is day 4. If you can meet up with the old classes, right, then I can send the link to you for payments. My class is 15,000 naira. But if you cannot do it and you cannot afford it right now, then you can stick to watching videos on YouTube. Please, how do I follow you? My name is Tenny. I'm Tenny the Creator on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Everywhere. I'm Tenny the Creator. I hope this class was insightful. Let me know in the comments. I'm sorry, in the chat box if it was very insightful. You can just give me a thumbs up or something. Let me just know that we all understood like our session today, and I managed to touch like some areas that could be causing confusion as regarding video editing and everything. Any recommended channel on YouTube? I said you can check Jay's edit, JAY underscore, not underscore, sorry, JAY apostrophe S. So thank you so much. It was insightful. I'm really glad you enjoyed the class. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a video editing coach, so it's expected. It's expected. Yes, you can do something, Jermaine. You can do something like you can start from what you have. Even if it's an Android phone that you have, you can start with it. I don't want to use my own journey as an example because I actually started with a very good phone. I'm not going to lie to you. But then you can start with what you have. I started video editing in January of this year, and I have made over $1,000 from content creation. I'm not capping. You can check my page. You are going to see it. I got your name right. Yes, now it's not hard to pronounce. Yeah. So how do I maintain a consistent storytelling style across different videos without feeling repetitive? Okay, so this is where where constant evolvement, like constant change starts happening. You want to make sure that if you are doing, for instance, if you are doing a beauty, yeah, if you're a beauty creator, for an example, so today you do a get ready with me, right? Tomorrow you don't want to do another get ready with me, or you don't want to do another editing video, like applying your foundation and all of that stuff. You don't want to do that again. You want to give like beauty tips. You want to say, okay, this is how to keep your face moisturized before placing foundation on your face. This is how to do like this is how to apply your foundation correctly. This is how to, you don't have to always just do editing of you putting foundation and everything on your face, and the next thing slamming background audio. Don't do it like that. So you want to make sure that you have different things evolving around beauty content. So if you don't know, if you don't still know what to do, you still go to ChatGPT. You tell it that you should give you content calendar. It should give you, I think yesterday, I was in the class yesterday, and the tutor of yesterday also spoke about this. Is the only video creator you're into? No, I'm a lifestyle content creator and a professional video editor. So I don't only do video editing. I go to events. I, create content around my lifestyle. So as I was saying, you can always, go to creators that are in your niche and also, find out from their page what they are also doing to evolve. You can also bring your personality. I forgot to add it. You have to add your personality into your content to be able to, function better. Don't try to be like anybody. You have to be yourself. You have to make sure that whatever you are doing it in your own way. You are doing it in your own style. But because you are doing it in your own style does not mean you should not grow. You have to grow also as you are. Yes, you are doing it. So that is it. So do we have like more questions before I, go into it? So I love you to be my mentor. Thank you so much. I'm so honored for that. But I currently don't take on mentorships because it's a lot of dedication and hard work, and I have a lot on my plate as we speak. Is it better to batch create content or record as inspiration flows? Marvelous. This is a very, very tough question. First of all, batch creating content is a lot of work, right? But if you have the time, right? If you have at least one day in a week where you are less busy, you can batch create your content. But if you work a 9 to 5 where you are busy from Monday to Friday, right? And the only time you have to rest is probably Saturday and Sunday, you have to batch create. But if you are a full-time content creator, I don't see any excuse as to why you cannot batch create or you cannot record as the inspiration flows. If your inspiration does not flow when you want to batch create, make sure that before the day of batch creation, you already write down your ideas so that it will not be hard to create. You have to write down your ideas, get a journal, write down your ideas so that by the time you want to create the content, it is not going to be difficult for you to, do it without, having to constantly like forget and all of that stuff. So what is batch creating? Kalu Mbastella. Batch creating is basically creating multiple contents in a particular day, different types of contents in a particular day, actually. Like maybe you do a talking head video, then you move on to doing a get ready with me, then you showcase an OOTD, then you talk about something in your video, then just creating different types of content in one day. That is batch creating. So we have a lot of creators that actually batch create. They can use the way I'm on makeup now. I'm actually just coming from a particular event, and it just happened to clash with the time of the class. So if I wanted to create content with this makeup now, I can do like 5 different contents with this makeup. I can do a talking head video. I can do a get ready with me. I can do an OOTD. I can do a day my life. Like that I went out today. I filmed my experience today. So that's already part of it. So do you understand? Can you post diverse content as in not really having a major, but your authenticity is seen in every content? Yes, of course. Excuse me. Yes, of course you can. You can have diverse content, but don't derivate totally from the original content you started creating. You can section it, right? Today, if it's lifestyle content you want to do, tomorrow let it be video editing, next tomorrow let it be beauty. Then you follow that pattern all over and over again. So you don't just do one particular content for a while, then forget where you started from. So you want to make sure that you don't just forget where you started from and continue doing the content like that. Sorry, ma. My fifth question: how do I build a brand when I'm still discovering my full voice and purpose? How do you build a brand when you are still discovering your full voice and purpose? See, don't just wait until you have the vision of building a brand. Just start. That's the thing. By the time you plan, you end up not doing anything. So make sure that you what do I call it now? Sorry, make sure that you have started. Discover in the process, but start first. By the time you start saying, I'm not doing it until I have a brand, I'm not doing it until I have a full voice and purpose, you end up not doing anything. So start with the way you are. Start broken, start in pieces. If you look at my old videos, I did not start with video editing. I'm all-rounder. I did different types of content. I did food, I did lifestyle, I did a lot of content. I did talking head video, I did ranting of my video, I did a lot of different types of content. So if you feel like you don't know like what to do yet, explore, right? But then again, this is not like a content creation class. This is just me like basically just giving you my experience on it. But then that's what I did that made me flourish in what I am doing right now. So what is the major tool you need for video editing? You need your phone. You need your phone, Miriam. You need your phone. You need if you want to use your phone, you can use CapCut. You can use CapCut. If you don't know what CapCut to subscribe to, if it is standard, theme, or pro, I have a video on that on my page. Clearly is there. You are going to see CapCut prices, standard, pro, and this thing. So you can just go and check which one you can use for your video editing. What system or routine can help someone who is a student and content creator stay consistent? Okay, how can you stay consistent with being a student? That's what you're asking me. So you can't have classes all day, every day, definitely. You can. I'm not sure that's how it works. But you need to find that. I was saying, if it is a 3 times in a week that you are able to show up those times consistently. Show up those times consistently. If it is weekend alone, you are able to show up. Start from there. But make sure it is what do I call it? Make sure it is consistent. Make sure that is what you are going to be doing also until you are able to increase your pace, until you're able to add 2 videos per day, until you're able to add 7 videos per week, until you're able to do that consistently. I started by posting every single day, once per day. Don't do more than yourself. Some people post in their early days 3 to 4 times per day. Thank you, Elminka. 3 to 4 times per day. That's what some people do, right? But do it the way you can do it, right? I'm not saying you should not challenge yourself, but do it with the workflow, with the way your workflow is right now. As a student, you can just start by posting weekends, right? Then from there, right? Then you can start picking up, okay, 3 times in a week and all of that stuff. That's how to do it. Thank you, Messi. Thank you. Please, can you post this? Okay. That's for the conveners. How do I create boldly when I'm scared of people's opinions or being too visible? Marvelous, if you were early in this class, I said you cannot be shy and be broke. You have to pick one. You have to pick one. You know that you want to make money. You know that you want to make money the way people are living life. You cannot be shy. You can't afford to be shy when doing content. You cannot afford to be shy. But you can start from, jokes apart, you can start from doing vlogs, right? Doing vlogs in such a way that not the vlogs that you'll be talking, vlogs that you are going to add voiceover, right? And don't see, nobody will pay your bills for you. People's opinions don't matter. Like put it in the bin. That's why I admire Victoire so much. That the video I saw of her, that she was at the airport and she brought up a tripod stand and she was dancing at the airport. Those people don't know you. In fact, they'll use you to go and to do gist at home. They say, I saw one lady at the airport today. Now so she carry tripod, put for grand, they do video, they dance. Are you paying her bills? No. If that's what's paying her bills, then she might as well continue to do it. So don't think about all people's opinions. Don't think about people's opinions. Rather, there's nothing such as being too visible. There is no such thing about too visible. If you're not putting yourself out there, nobody is going to know you exist. Nobody will know that you exist. So if you don't keep on putting yourself out there, nobody will know you exist.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ma. Hello, Ma. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Messi. I can hear you.
Thank you very much for the session. We really appreciate you. If this session has been so impactful, you can just say something to Mr. in the group chat. Just like
I don't know if it's my network.
Section message. Thank you.
I can barely hear you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not seeing
You're welcome.
Section message. Yes, yeah. Agnes, thank you very much. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, for this session. This session was truly, truly impactful. And for many of us that couldn't make it, we have the session recorded, and we'll be sharing the recorded session
You're welcome.
with everyone. Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you,
Thank you.
Ma, for the
Thank
session.
you so much. Thank you, HerBloom. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all the conveners. And I really thank you so much for you guys for participating. I really, really appreciate. And, I would like to see us connecting in the future, both on here and off here. Right. Thanks so much, you guys. Should I exit? All right. You'll be following up. Okay, no problem. Oh, no, I don't have a
Yes,
Facebook.
Ma.
I don't have a Facebook. I boss said
Ma.
I don't have a Facebook. So I'm going to answer the rest of the questions